They say Alaska is untouched, pure. But the missing people, secret bases, and ancient whispers say otherwise. Beneath the ice, something is watching, and it doesn't want to be found. Alaska, known for its untouched wilderness, majestic glaciers, and eternal silence. But beneath this frozen paradise lies something older, colder, and far more unsettling. Not everything here is carved by wind and ice. Those things are shaped by secrets. Secrets buried deep, hidden in the permafrost, whispered in the wind, and guarded by the silence of snow. This is Alaska's frozen veil, secrets buried in the ice. Chapter 1. The Vanishing Point. Missing people of Alaska. Every year, hundreds vanish into the Alaskan wild. Tourists, hikers, locals, entire plains. No trace, no answers, no bodies. Alaska accounts for more disappearances per capita than any other state in the U.S. So many, in fact, that the region between Anchorage, Juneau, and Barrow has earned a chilling name: the Alaska Triangle. Locals speak in hushed tones of strange lights, time distortions, and voices that echo through the trees. The official explanation: harsh weather, rugged terrain, wildlife. But those who've lived here long enough, they'll tell you it's something else. Something the snow can't hide forever. Chapter 2. HARPA Science, or Silent Weapon. Hidden in plain sight is one of the most controversial facilities on Earth. HARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. Officially, it's a scientific endeavor to study the ionosphere. Unofficially, a breeding ground for conspiracy and fear. Whistleblowers and theorists have accused HARP of manipulating weather, triggering earthquakes, even controlling minds. Is it paranoia or a carefully crafted cover story? The facility's location, far from public eye, surrounded by dense wilderness, raises a question. Why here? Why Alaska? And why are people who investigate often silenced, ridiculed, or vanish into obscurity? The sound that shouldn't exist, Alaska's unexplained hum. From the icy shores of the Bering Sea to the snowy heart of Nome, people report hearing. It's not wind, not machinery, not anything natural. It's low, rhythmic, and it pulses through the bones. Some describe it as a droning voice from beneath the earth. Others as a warning. Sleep deprivation, nosebleeds, and madness are reported symptoms. Geologists can't explain it. The military denies it. But the earth keeps humming, like it remembers something we've forgotten. Chapter 4. Project Chariot, Nukes in the Ice. In the 1950s, a bold and dangerous experiment was conceived. Project Chariot. The U.S. government wanted to use nuclear bombs to blast a new harbor into Alaska's northern coast. Yes, you heard that right. Exploding nuclear weapons to reshape the land. It was promoted as progress, a tool for peaceful development. But what the government didn't say was that the fallout would have contaminated native lands, poisoned wildlife, and devastated ecosystems. Thanks to native resistance and scientific outrage, the project was abandoned. But the soil still holds traces of its dark intention. Some believe secret tests did take place, buried beneath classified documents and frozen ground. The Alaska Mental Health Trust. A deal with a dark clause. In 1956, Congress passed a little-known law, the Alaska Mental Health Enabling Act. It offered Alaska 1 million acres of land to fund mental health services. But buried in the fine print was a haunting question. Why did the government need so much land for so few patients? And why were portions of this land located near oil fields, military installations, and isolated mountain ranges? Some claim it wasn't about health, but about quiet experiments. There are whispered connections between this land deal and classified projects, some involving psychological warfare. records have mysteriously vanished, and some parcels of the land are now inaccessible, fenced off, guarded, unmarked. Chapter 6: Whispers from the Ice, Ancient Remains and Forbidden Discoveries. As Alaska's glaciers melt, they reveal more than ancient trees and mammoth bones. They expose truths long frozen in time. In 2019, hikers near Wrangell's Stelias discovered a preserved humanoid figure. Not human, not animal, quickly recovered by unidentified officials. No press release, no follow-up. Some believe it was a Paleo-Eskimo mutation. Others claim it wasn't of this earth. Elders from native tribes say the ice holds sky spirits, beings that came long before man, creatures imprisoned in the cold by ancient shamans. And now, as the ice thins, the prisons weaken. Chapter 7: Nome, the town that lost its people. Nome, a town of fewer than 4,000 people, yet dozens have disappeared without a trace. Between the 1960s and 2000s, over 20 people vanished from Nome, mostly native Alaskans. Some found frozen, some never found at all. The FBI investigated. The official statement? Alcohol and exposure. Locals don't buy it. They speak of lights in the sky, of visitors that aren't human, of government cover-ups and men in black who question witnesses then disappear. Some say the town is cursed. Others say it's being watched. Chapter 8: The Underground, Military Tunnels, and Silent Cities. Beneath Alaska's mountains, rumors speak of a vast subterranean world. Tunnels, bunkers, hidden cities. Built during the Cold War, expanded in secret. Former military personnel tell of miles of underground railways connecting distant bases, as massive storage chambers, and of things sealed away. A now declassified report mentions deep earth construction experiments in the 1970s, funded by the Department of Defense. But what was being built, and what needed to be hidden that deep? Some say these tunnels were not built to store weapons, but to contain something. The Mount Hayes anomaly, a beacon for the unknown. Mount Hayes, a remote ice-covered peak in central Alaska. But according to declassified CIA files from Project Stargate, a psychic reconnaissance initiative, this mountain isn't just stone and snow. Remote viewers described it as a base, not military, something else. They described tall beings, advanced machinery buried beneath the mountain, and a magnetic anomaly that disrupts signals and memory. Mount Hayes is still off-limits to the public. Satellite images are often blurred. Why, what's being hidden inside this frozen monolith? Chapter 10: Native Warnings, Stories the Snow Cannot Bury. Long before statehood, before maps, before flags, the native peoples of Alaska knew. They told stories passed down for generations of Tornich, giants that stalked the tundra, stealing children in the night. Of Kushtaka, shape-shifting otter demons that mimic human cries to lure victims into icy rivers. Of the Icemen, ancient spirits that roam the north, freezing the hearts of those who wander too far. Modern science dismisses them as myth, but myths are born for a reason. And when you see the fear in the eyes of those who still tell these stories, you begin to wonder, what if the myths remember something we've chosen to forget? Alaska is not just wilderness. It is a veil, a frozen mirror, a place where the earth keeps its oldest secrets. And like all secrets, they fight to remain buried. But the ice is melting, and what sleeps beneath is waking. So the next time you hear of someone vanishing in Alaska, of a signal lost, of a sound that shouldn't exist, ask yourself, Was it just nature, or something that's been waiting for centuries to be found?